Hello, I'm Tranquility and welcome to episode 2 of The Hill. I want to talk about the Major 3 Day 1 qualifiers that happened. Uh, let's just jump right into it. So the first match that we got today, or yesterday actually, was Paris Gentlemates versus Carolina Royal Ravens. And if we scroll down a little bit, it was a 3-1 victory for Gentlemates. I actually had Carolina winning this one. I thought that Carolina was going to come in hot with the honeymoon stage, and they did on map one. Map one, they kind of fried. Let's look at the overview for the stats. I'm not going to pull up any plays because I feel like I don't really have a right to uh, critique plays because I'm never have been a pro, never will be a pro, never played competitive, probably won't ever play competitive, just a fan. So I'm going to avoid pulling up clips unless there's something really cool I want to point out or really egregious I want to point out. But let's just look at the stats for right now. Um, Envoy and Sib on Gentlemates both went negative. Envoy with a 0.9, Sib with a 0.75, and then Ghosty and Neptune both went positive, 1.29 and a 1.31. Neptune had a great series yesterday. He was playing really well. And then if we look over at the Carolina Royal Ravens, Craze and Exceed both went negative, and then Fire and Lurks both dropping a 1.03. Let's look at the map one stats. I want to look at the map one stats because Fire was new to the squad, and this is his first time playing in the league since Cold War. Back in Cold War, I felt like he was just super not ready at all for the league. He was too young, but this was a really good first map showing for Fire. If we want to take a look at the point breakdown, uh, Gentlemates were up until Hill 2, and then once the second hill popped, they Carolina kind of just had the lead and let that go. Um, the match MVP, obviously Neptune. There weren't even any match highlights. That's how you know it was kind of just a okay series. I will say something about Gentlemate's hardpoint is sketchy to me. These are the Major 1 champs. They've been slipping. They very obviously have been slipping. And I don't know, I just feel like for a team that should be this good, they shouldn't be cutting it this close on hard points. I feel like they should have lost this one for sure, but hey, Ghosty with a 2.9 in the map 4. Uh, Fire was doing his job, I would say. Just needs Exceed and Craze, I think, to step it up a little bit. I think another change would really benefit Carolina. I don't think that this one person change really is gonna push them into being the next great team, but it's this change I definitely think is going to help them. Lurks continues to just be the best player on their team. Uh, it's good that he's just like not having one good stage, and it's more like he's showing that he's good at this game. Lurks has continued to play really, really well, be the best player on his team. I really think that he's gonna probably, if unless another rookie has like a major win or something, I feel like he's going to be probably the rookie of the year. I don't see a world where he doesn't. He's been playing really, really well, and I really hope Fire continues have maps like he did in map one because he was just going off, like I said earlier. All right, and in the second game, another 3-1. We got LAT versus Miami. This is a bit of a grudge match after the Beezy incident. And if we scroll down, look at the overview. Metals with a 0.96, Rencor actually going negative with a 0.83, and then Super and Trakes with a 1.01 and a 1.02. Hydra 1.1, Neum 0.5, Scrap a 1, and a BZ of 1.2. I think that with the new meta, with the new NPC meta, it feels more like a submachine guns sub. Dravik got a recent nerf. It's allowing these submachine gun players, I feel like, to really play like a submachine gun. Whereas with the Dravik, it felt like they couldn't hit routes as proficiently. A BZ with the match MVP, very deserved. BZ really showed out. I'm not saying he was having a poor game this year, but he really had a he really played exceptional yesterday, and it was very nice to see. Big Abizi fan. I always want to see him play well, and when I'm able to, very it's very warming in the heart. But as I was saying, I think with the new NPC, these subs are gonna have a bit more of a field day. When the sub is better than the AR, I think that it's more fun to watch because it's more fun to watch people get cracked than it is to just sit on head glitches. GA the White Monster. Along with the new gun meta, we also got to see some new maps come in. Saki was the hard point, and then Fringe with the was the search. And if it got to a game 5, they were gonna play Gridlock search, but it didn't get that far. I think with Miami, they had. Well, let me pull it up. Uh, they picked Real back up. I feel like this had to have done something to that team. Um, Same with the Falcons once we get there, but I feel like this sort of thing mentally chalks a team sometimes where it sets unnecessary pressure for them to not have even a bad map, which I think is a which you don't want them to have a bad map, but expecting it to never happen is kind of a impossible task. And I think doing this is kind of causing that to happen more with unnecessary pressure. The team was, I mean, to be honest, the team wasn't great, but they weren't horrible either. Uh, I feel like teams got to be really careful. Uh, all those players have such a big microscope under them now. Or not even all of them, just more of Metals and Trakes have such a big microscope under them, and I don't think Trakes should be dropped. I feel like he probably is going to, though, if because no way they pick up Real without the thought of him playing this year with the OG Miami Heretic squad with Metals, Rancor, Super, and Real, which I think Trakes has been playing really well. I think that would be so sort of bullshit if they drop him for it. If I don't want to say I want to see Metals go because I don't really ever want to see a player get dropped, but I do think that he has been the one that is underperforming the most on the team. Um, and if they were to drop him, I wouldn't say I don't get it, but I think that since it's already a proven core with Metals, Rancor, Super, and Real, it's already a proven team. I don't see a world where they don't try that team again. Maybe we get a LAT from Cold War situation where they just keep dropping and swapping and moving around players and making 15,000 roster moves in 1 year. But uh, yeah, well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see with how they're doing. But yeah, I hope on the side of LAT, I hope Hydra and Abizi are really able to keep that synergy up. All right, and for the final series of the day, we had Vancouver Surge going up against G2 and Vancouver taking it in a 3-0 victory. Very, very surprising out of Vancouver, especially, well, I mean, to me at least, it was surprising them being the worst team. And Gwen with a 1.25. Lunars continues to be the terrorist on the team. Uh, Horny Boy Nero with a 1.03 and TJ with a 1.18. Kremp saving G2 from the red carpet. The whole rest of the side, Mamba Skies and Estriel, all go negative, with the highest being a 9 point or a 0.96 and the lowest being a 0.71. Now, is this going to push Vancouver over the edge? Is this them coming back to form? I do not think so. I think this is more of a honeymoon stage with Nero coming in and the Gwyn swapping to an SMG. Maybe we can start seeing better production out of Gwyn. Maybe he just was uncomfortable on the AR. I don't know. Seemed like he was very uncomfortable on the AR with the way he was playing and just like the confidence he had, the confidence his arrow had, especially in that map one, was wild with the sub. Also, I highly recommend, if you didn't, going back and watching that hard point. If we just go down and take a look over here at the point breakdown for the hard point, G2 was kind of just always close. It never really got too out of hand, and then right at the end, like you can see, once the last hill of the match pops, Minnesota's up. Minnesota was up and had rotations, just got beat out on the fights, and then just could not break the hill. Gwyn went absolutely nuclear on this map with a 15 streak at one point. He was actually going off. But man, Lunars' arrow is so ugly to watch. It just kind of hurts my brain. He's just such a stick in the mud. 16 and 20. Like, look at the interactions. This should tell everything. Just looking at the interactions. And I know stats aren't everything. I feel like for this case it's a little different because 50 interactions, over 50 interactions, right? Look at this. Look at this. Are we dead ass? Like 30? Are we for real? 30 interactions. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? And it's not like this was a quick map. Map 3, it's not like it was quick. Like it went the distance. It was a 10-minute map. 12 and 17. What could you be doing on the map in that time? What could you be doing? I really don't know. I think that G2. I don't really know what to say to them. I don't know if this is them playing bad or if this is just Vancouver really turning up. Uh, Gwyn, very obviously the match MVP. But I just don't think. I don't know if this is going to be a consistent thing with these guys. As long as they have Lunars on the team, I don't think they're going to make it very far. All right, and for a little bit of news, I want to talk about because I just kind of want to talk about this for a little bit. The Falcons situation. Previously, I talked about how they were uh trialing players and testing around different rosters, and I said I think they should, in order for the comms to stay consistent and good and not get too funky, they should probably go with a full NA team because we just have more proven talent over here, or like a full English speaking team because the comms can get a little bit confusing with different language speakers on the same team. Uh, but after getting slammed in scrims, I think against like the Bush and them, the Falcons have decided to keep that four together, which I think once you announce you're doing trials, you have to you have to go through with it. And now I don't think Pred should have even been like in the conversation for the trials, but I think that now Exnit and Pred both know, even if these guys are professionals, so I don't think they're actively thinking this, but I feel like this thought is still in the back of their mind that these guys didn't want to play with you. You were about to get dropped. And because they shit the sheets during scrims, you didn't. That's got to do something to like how you view the team and that no way they're not thinking about it. I would be. This is very much so now has turned into a we'll wait and see with uh, how they play coming up. I have no idea what their schedule is looking like, but this could get really ugly for the Falcons, I think. I don't see a world where they play up to the same par that they were before they announced the trials. Just like I said, because I think that announcing that is putting that in their head a little bit. If that makes sense. All right, time for predictions now. We got FaZe versus Boston. I think I'm gonna have FaZe winning that 3-0. I think they're gonna win that 3-0. Uh, I know Boston. It's a new looking Boston without Snoopy, but still got Purge. I don't think they're gonna play that well. So I'm gonna have FaZe 3-0. I think Falcons are gonna be able to steal a map off of Koi, but I think Koi is just gonna continue to get better and better and better this year. So I have Koi 3-1. Uh, Gentlemates versus G2. I don't really know. I don't feel confident picking either one of these teams. Uh, I guess my brain is telling me Gentlemates, but my heart for fun is telling me G2. So I think I'm gonna go with G2. I hope. Okay, I'll say it like this. I hope G2 wins. I think Gentlemates is gonna win. How about that? And then the final match would be Surge versus Carolina, and it's another one where my brain's telling me one, but my heart's telling me the other. I think Carolina's going to squeak this one out, but I think it's going to be a gritty game 5, round 11. That's what I think. All right, that shall do it for episode 2 of The Hill. Still probably not going to be a great video, but I feel like it's definitely better than the last one. Uh, Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you like it. Hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what I did right in the comments. And thank you, and have a good one.